If you're feeling unprepared for your AdMaths exam, you're not alone. Hi, I'm Terry. Over the past 25 years, I've worked with thousands of students and conducted SPM seminars in school to help them improve their result. That is why I created Express Notes to help you focus on what's important and revise effectively in a short time. Today, we'll go through chapter 7.3, Area of Polygon. Let's get started.
So the formula, you all know this, right? For triangle is half x1 by 1, x2 by 2, x3 by 3, repeat point number 1, and you multiply downwards minus multiply upwards, okay? If you go in clockwise direction, then it will be positive, negative. If you use anti-clockwise, it will be positive. So normally I will try to use as much as possible anti-clockwise, okay? So, but if you accidentally use clockwise, because sometimes if you're given a coordinate like this, right, we don't know whether it is clockwise or anti-clockwise, right? So we just count, it's okay. If it's negative, then you just treat like a modulus, because area is always positive. You modulus it, just take the positive value, okay? So here, area is now half x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, repeat point number 1. Okay, so this is half 6 times 5. That will be 30 minus 14 minus 3 minus the other way up is 2, 15, and 42. Okay, so this will give us, let's come up, 30 minus 14 minus 3 minus 2 plus 15 plus 42. Then 46. Negative 46, modulus it, positive 23. Now, next one. For B, we take half x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Repeat the first point. So this is half 2k plus 3k plus 20 minus the other way up minus 4k plus 10 minus 3k. So this is 5k plus 20. This is 7k minus 10. Half of 12k plus 10. Answer 6k plus 5. In this case, just leave it like this. Don't need to do anything. No need to model this because we do not know exactly what is k, whether k is a positive number or negative number. We don't know, just leave it. Okay, so here we are given 3 points, j, k, and l. So find a possible value of p given that j, k, l are collinear. Now remember, what is collinear? Collinear means all 3 points lie on the straight line. So I'm just going to do a rough sketch. Let's say this is j, k, l. It will have a certain area. But if I move point k over here, what happened is that the area of triangle becomes smaller. And if I put point k lies on line JL exactly, then what happened to your area? Everybody, what happened to your area? Your area becomes 0. So let's use half x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Repeat the first point. The result is 0. So multiply the half over. This will be 28 plus 12 minus b. Okay, I am tempted to, for years, actually, last time I always do this. Then some student in school, they say, my teacher, don't write like that. My teacher say this is stupid. So my teacher just multiply directly, right? So ever since that, I started doing directly because I don't want to look stupid. You get what I'm saying? But now it seems like your teacher in school is telling you, let's look stupid. Let's do 1 by 1, right? Yeah, there are people saying that, oh, if you write like this, it is wrong. You get 0 because you didn't show 6 times 5. For me, it's ridiculous. Okay, but if you don't want to take that risk, you're scared they will really mark you wrong for writing like this, then you write 1 by 1. Okay, I'm going to show you writing 1 by 1. Okay, so just what to do. This one minus p times 2, 2p, negative 7 times negative 1, and 6 times negative 4, right? Personally, I think this is a lot of work, right? Okay, so yeah, because it's easy to count mentally, right? This is 28, 12 minus p minus 2p. Man, this is 7. I put a minus 7 here, plus 24. The result is 0. Can we add them up? This is 40 plus 44, right? 64, right? 64. Okay, 64 minus 7, 57. 64 minus 7, 57, right? 57 minus 3p equals 0, correct or not? So 3p is 57, p is 19. So for the first case, the area is it is collinear, right? Now, collinear area must be 0. Second case, the area is 21. No need to waste time repeating the whole thing because we already know if your area is 21, half of this one, by right, this is we should like put a modulus, but because when you open up a modulus, right, plus minus 0 is still 0, so I don't bother it. Yeah, so this one I can put 57 minus 3p equals 21. So 57 minus 3p is 42. When you open up a modulus, there is a negative or a positive. There are two possibilities. Can be positive, can be negative. In fact, I think we just divide by 3, right? If you divide by 3, what do you get? 19 minus p equals negative 14. P is 33. 19 minus p is negative positive 14. Your p is 5. Okay, given coordinates A, B, C, D. Yeah, the difference between quadrilateral and triangle. Triangle with 3 points, repeat the first point. Quadrilateral, you have 4 points, repeat the first point. But there are 5 values here. Okay, and then you multiply downwards, the same thing, minus multiply upwards. Okay, again, similar to triangle, right? If you go in clockwise, it's negative, anti-clockwise is positive. So it doesn't matter actually whether you use clockwise, anti-clockwise. Yeah, just modulus it. Okay, so example 14, the first one, your area will be half x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, repeat the first, x4, y4, repeat the first point. So this one, okay, let me show you the long way. 3, negative 5, minus 2, 6. This one, 7 times 2, 4 minus 4, minus this. Oh man, a lot of work. Minus 4 times minus 2, minus 5 times 7, 6 times 4. And then last one, 2 times 3. Okay, so use your calculator. So this one, I use negative 15 minus 12 plus 14 minus 16. Minus I change to plus. Plus. I better put a minus, open. 8 minus 35 plus 24. 35 plus 24 plus 6. My answer is minus 32. Okay, just take a positive value. Answer is 16. The second one, we will have to do it here. Half x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, x4, y4. Repeat the first point. So there's a half here, 7p, p times 7, 7p. This is 3 times 8, minus 1, minus 5, minus 6, minus 2. This will be minus 2, 3, 7, minus 1, 8, minus 6, minus 5p. Okay, so let's count. This one, we have to do the number and the unknown separately. Your number is 24 plus 5 plus 12. Then you minus, open bracket, minus 6, minus 7, minus 48. So 102. For the unknown, I have 7p here. Minus a plus, plus 5p. It gives us 12p. Half of it, 6p plus 51. Yeah. Unit square. Yeah, solving problem all this. Yeah, you know all this, right? Like when you have a trapezium, two sides are parallel. Parallelogram got a few feature. That is the midpoints of the two diagonal are the same, right? And also both sides here, they're parallel to each other. For rhombus, is perpendicular at the center, right? For rectangle, it's perpendicular at the side. Rhombus and rectangle, they are both family of parallelogram. Square, not only they're perpendicular on the side, they're also perpendicular at the center. And kite is like a rhombus, but just extend one side longer. You can see it's again perpendicular at the center. So you use some of this feature. I have only a few questions. Like maybe I show you one example first before we do the locus. All right, diagram shows trapezium ABCD where line AB is parallel to DC. Okay, point E lies on AB such that 2AE is 3EB. Okay, be careful. 2AB equals 3EB. Who is longer? Sometimes in SPM, they purposely try to make it, how do I say, purposely confuse the student. They make one side longer than the other. Then you label the wrong one because you look at the line, which one's longer, there's the 3. Don't think that way. So your AEEB is 3 over 2. AE is 3. EB is 2. Okay, AE is 3, EB is 2. So we can use the ratio formula to find B. Yeah. So it's all about putting everything together. Maybe I write here AE, EB is 3 is to 2. Okay, so I'm gonna take E is minus 2, 0. I put that, I just compare my X. I don't write so many things. 2 times minus 8, 3 times X. Total ratio 3 plus 2. This is 5. 5 times minus 2 is minus 10. Minus 16 plus 3x. 3x is 6. X is 2. All right. Then you continue with your y. You have no space. My y coordinate is 0. Maybe I just write below here. I just write below here. 0 equals to 2 times negative 3 plus 3 times y. Total ratio 3 plus 2. Now, good news is you multiply by 0 is still 0, right? So you can just ignore that. 0 equals minus 6 plus 3y. 3y is 6, y is 2. Therefore, your coordinate of point B is 2, 2. B is 2, 2. Part B, find equation of straight line BC. To find equation of straight line BC, we can see BC is perpendicular. And I know coordinate of point B already. Yeah? B is 2, 2. So you can find gradient, up to you. You can find gradient AB, you can find gradient BE, doesn't matter. It seems that B is easier. 2 minus 0, 2 minus minus 2, answer 2 over 4, 1 over 2. Since they are perpendicular, right, we can say gradient M1 times gradient M2 is negative 1. Gradient BC is negative 2. This line has gradient negative 2. Then we can use y minus y1. My y1, I'm going to use point B. Y1 is 2. Gradient is negative 2. X1 is also 2. So y is minus 2x plus 4 plus 2. Y is minus 2x plus 6. There you go. That is equation of straight line BC. Okay, then they say find coordinate point D. So one thing you need to take note. They say AD is parallel to y-axis. If AD is parallel to y-axis, this line has an equation of x equals negative 8. It's a vertical line. Vertical line has equation x equals a number. And my x value here is negative 8. Can you see that? My x value is negative 8. But first, I need to find my equation of straight line DC. Now, we know DC has the same gradient as BE. So DC has gradient of half as well. Yeah, gradient is also half. And since it passes through point C, and I know my y-intercept, right, guys? What's your y-intercept? Your C is 6, right? Yeah, this is 0, 6, right? So equation of DC is y equals to half x plus 6. I'm using y equals mx plus c. I hope you know your m gradient is half, your c y-intercept is 6. Now, we know this red line, it will intersect this purple line at point D. So to find the point intersection, we just solve them, right? But in this case, the solving part is easy because your x value is negative 8. We know at point D, your x is negative 8. You find your y value, half negative 8 plus 6. This is 2. 2, right? Minus 4 plus 6. 2. So therefore, D is minus 8, 2. Okay, guys, I got my part ABC done. Lastly, area of trapezium. Since I know the coordinate of D is minus 8, 2. I know all 4 points, right? So the area, I can use the formula half x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, x4, y4. Repeat the first point. Okay, so let's count. This will be minus 8 times 2, 2 times 6, 0. I really want to skip this. I really think it's stupid to write this. Yeah, but you know, I heard some teacher say it cannot. You must write the 0 times 2, which is very, very sad. I don't know why they come up with this kind of illogical rule. Okay, minus 3 times 2, 2 times 0, and 6 times negative 8, and 2 minus 8. Okay, so guys, let's count. Use your calculator. I'm going to type in my calculator here. Negative 16. Oh, sorry. Negative 16 plus 12 plus 24 minus, this is 6 minus 48 minus 16. This will be 78. Half of 78. Answer is 39. I found my mistake. This is minus 3 times 2, which gives us minus 6. This is minus 6, sorry. Minus 6, 90, right? So half of 90, answer is 45. Okay? If this video helped you, you can get my admaths book from Shopee or Lazada or by searching Teliti. For full step-by-step learning, check out my e-course or join my classes at Tuition Teliti. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video.